Uh-oh. Alright, the first video died on me. When I say died, it was too long, so then it automatically starts a new one. How about that? So right here is where the bees came in and out of. Right here. Check the size of that tree. I don't see any activity right now. And bees aren't like wasps. Wasps will sting you for no reason. So I don't know where it came out of. I thought this was a big hole, but this wasn't. Well, that was like 6 years ago. All these holes in it. This tree is humongous. It's a big old pine tree, or not a pine tree, but a maple. What happened to the dumb dog? Remy! Cats are better dogs than the dogs are. Hanging around with me. Buddy, I'm going downhill right now. Remy! Remy! Come here! I hope he's not rolling in the deer carcass. Remy! Remy! Oh, there he is. He was to the west of me. That is one beautiful woods, guys. One beautiful woods. I can just start pounding pipe in here and get it close. So you can see there is a tree line all along the property line, so that's kind of cool. I'll just follow that, and at least it'll be pipe. I'll paint them orange and put orange flags on there. That's the corner of our property right there. I'm looking south, by the way. Probably walked over the dead deer carcass, but I ain't moving like Jagger anymore, people. Can't wait till I get my new knees in. Watching Remy. He's running around like he's chasing something. Remember, it's not too far, boy. I'm going to try to get a gimbal this week too, so they'll smooth out the movement of the camera. So I know I bounce all over the place with it. Now this stuff right here, I'll guarantee you it's really good topsoil for all the dead leaves over the years, composting naturally. She's got that thing posted the wrong way. Should be facing the other way. I'll fix that for her. Now that's our property line right here, our property corner, right there. You can see my short little pole, and that guy put in a T-post. Over time you can see how the water just ripped through this area. That's our tree right there, the big one. There, home sweet home, guys. Right here, the water just roars through here, dangerously swift. And right now it's dry. So my plan, I need a lot of dirt. I'm going to pull a lot of this dirt out of here and bring it up front to the house. Use it for low areas in the property, the lawn. If you look real quick, well, I'll just walk over there. Show you. See the sand here, and you can see there's been right by my end of my foot tracks. Tori likes to make this rock pile here. I'd like to have it closer to our whoops, looking at the wrong area. I'd like to have it closer to our property line, or property up front. Look at them all. I could load them all onto my front end of the tractor and bring it all to the front of the house. How sweet is that? Maybe blob a little bit of cement, concrete, in between them to hold them steadfast. And now every time we go back here, we can pile another load. I can bring it up front. We like rocks. We like to rock. Rock. Don't want to get me with crazy ideas. Oi. I haven't seen Slender Man over here yet, so, or Skinwalker. Gotta hate the Skinwalkers. Gotta hate them. We used to ride up and down these hills here with a quad runner, and then one of the neighbors put a 2x6 right in the path where the wheels were, tires were, full of nails sticking out about 4 inches. And then they try to cover it with leaves and dirt. Dirk found it, or Dirk, Tony, or William, one of the guys. This is really safe. Yeah. Now I gotta walk under this bad boy. So her property is a lot like ours. You know, we got the house, the lawn, and all that stuff up front, and then the woods is all lower elevation, significantly lower. This thing here, just to switch topic here, this path right here really starts to rock, slope sideways, so I'm slowly digging it away to make it a little bit safer. But again, she's got a really nice bobcat. I could cut this away. So I did this with a tractor. It made a big difference. I know it's not easy to see with a camera, but as you can see, slowly cutting it away makes a big difference. You can see the transition from flat to rocking. This is the area where Zane planted a whole bunch of clover right in this area. Had a guy come in here and knock down a bunch of trees for him, and then rotor tilled this thing. I know this is a really long video and a bit getting boring. This is video number 2. So I actually walk through, when I'm done, 2 properties, both 10 acres, but the woods might be, I think ours is like 6 acre of woods, and hers is like 4 acres of wood. So the total, I'm trudged through, we'll say 10 acres. But ours, we keep it cleared up a little bit, so at least you have access, for kids to have access to walk through it, and I can drive my quad runner. Whew, gotta catch my breath. And the tractor, and possibly a 4-wheel drive Jeep or truck, because I keep it pretty wide, and then I brush hog the sides too to keep the sides down. Look very carefully there. You can see a big old hole where they removed a tree. Here, let's walk up to it. They removed the tree and put it by the property or the house. And there's about 20 of these holes throughout the whole woods. And then you could see that he actually took some out of the neighbor's woods too. Again, that's like 40 years ago and still there. And you can tell which trees he pulled out of the woods because around the trees there's all this junk growing around it. So what he did is he dug a shallow hole, and when he took the roots out of here, the root ball was higher than the yard. So there was a lot of woods garbage plants there. So in amongst it. So we were at the south end of her property, or not, I'm sorry, the north end of her property, our property, and now the south end of ours. So the north property of ours, hers, and then the north property of ours, and now the south property of ours. Yeah, that made a lot of sense, didn't it? So again, you can see our, ooh, oh man, I just saw, wow, I think it was that woodpecker again, the big old pileated or something like that, pileated woodpecker. There's a pair out here, and very elusive and not very human friendly. Maybe that's why he's still alive. There was a big hole here. I filled it up with dirt, and Roscoe was buried in there. I got to put a big pipe in there for a sign. You can see a lot of fallen timber. I mean to clean it up sometime. And the neighbors to the south of us, I used to mow their property too, their areas, their trails, but then they kind of acted like they didn't, well, let me put it this way, they didn't act real friendly to me, so I stopped. And let me tell you, so our property, you can see where it stops, and our property goes to, I marked it here someplace. Oh boy, I didn't think it was this far, but I don't see the pipe anymore. But I know I'm in the neighbor's property right now. You can see their trail, and it's all blocked off with timbers. So, ooh, I hear a dog. So somewhere in here is our, I marked out, I staked a steel. Oh boy, I don't see it anymore. You know, I keep thinking about bringing some ribbons here again. I keep forgetting, obviously. So it's in here someplace. Actually, it's really close to the edge of this path. There it is. See it right there? Galvanized pipe. So let me, you know what, I'm going to put this thing right on the border of our property and theirs. It's right here. So you can see where I cleaned up their property from this piece of bark to this fallen timbers. And you can see from this path here, right there, you can see the piece of bark. You can see where Zane planted the clover. This is really good exercise for me. I mean, to get my heart rate up, which is what the doctor orders. A lot of deer track here again. Looks like Zane will be eating good this winter. So this is a fork in the road right here. So you got a path this way and a path that way. And I cut a new path here. I stopped this path right here because it's just getting rinsed out with water and dug out. So this is a new path right here. I haven't brush hogged this year yet, but I'll get to it. I'm walking down the hill now. I videoed this quite often, this area right here, because I got a lot of plans for this. So I'm actually implementing the plans right now to open this path a little bit, cut this water slot right here out, and put a tube here. And there's my horse manure compost pile. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. And right here is where I'm getting all the dirt from to there's a culvert in there, a pretty big one. I think it's like a foot. And then I had the guy put a whole bunch of stuff there, dirt, and I've been every so often cutting this away and putting it over there. Now I gotta have some for over here once I get the culvert put in. Come on, Remy. Cats are on the other side of the water yet. Sunshine! And again, here's a culvert. You can see the black pipe, the outside of it, on the exiting end of it. I've been putting a lot of rocks and pieces of concrete right here. I can put some more in here, but that's really helping keeping from eroding over here. It's really running pretty quickly through there. You can see it moving. See it? Come on, Remy. I hear you, but I don't see you. There you are. Sneaking through the woods. Here it comes out. Bingo. Good boy. Comes out over here. Oh, frogs jumping. Oh, jumping all over the place. Ooh, I smell honeysuckles. The honeysuckles. Heading up the hill again. So this is the type of thing that neighbor lady's concerned about, because it takes hers takes a big, more steeper incline. It's not really walkable, for sure not drivable. But the guy that started working on it, he quit, and I guess he was on the right way, or right path of building the ramp. But again, I'm just nervous about running machinery up and down that ramp. Hi. So that's it, people. It's May 31, 2020, last day of the month, and Sunday. Nice leisurely walking back to the junkyard here, as you can see. So anyway, let's end this video. See you guys. Have a good rest of the day.